What's going on, guys? Nathan with Technology Smash back with another video. Today I wanted to do a quick little overview of the things I've noticed for the Fitbit Ionic that I unboxed and set up the other day compared to my Apple Watch. So the main thing I wanted to show you guys was the difference in a little bit of like how they look, how they feel, just my quick opinions on those, but also a workout that I did on the same workout. I wore one on each wrist and show you kind of the differences that I noticed or things that were either frustrating or kind of off with one or the other. So first, the comfortability of this compared to the Apple Watch. Apple Watch isn't uncomfortable by any means, but I feel like it's not fit to conform to my wrist. So if you see, it's just kind of a flat slab with that little bulbous circle at the bottom that has all the sensors in it. It doesn't really look like the shape of a wrist, whereas the Ionic does fit the shape of a wrist. It has a curve to it that you can actually see goes all the way around. The sensors are set up in a nice way. It's really comfortable to wear. The band feels really, really good. I have no complaints on how it feels to wear. I love this little snap that they include on like all the Fitbits now to hold it in place. It can't really come loose. You have to kind of pry it yourself. Great. So really like that about it quite a bit. I like these removable bands a lot. They just pop right in and out. Super easy. Apple Watch also very, very easy. So not a huge thing there. The software is okay on here. You can see it's a bit slow. This being a newer device, and it's frozen right now. This being a newer device, you would think it would be a little bit more responsive, and it is, but those of you who deal with lag or those of you who know about lag, if you're watching these kind of videos, I'm sure you do, it is there. It's not super big deal. It's not a super big deal because it's a watch. It's not my phone, so I'm not using it all the time, but you can kind of see, I have like no passcode on that one. You can kind of see like the smooth swipe of an Apple Watch and then compare it to this janky, laggy. And this is a Series 1 watch. They have Series 0, Series 1, 2, and 3. So Series 1 is above the very, very first one, but it's about the same thing. So this is a lot older than this Fitbit. It still has the same sort of software that the other Fitbits have had where, you know, there's the menu options look like this. They're really big and just have like a scroll to them. Let me see if I can get to what I'm kind of talking about. Like this, and you can kind of see again the fluidness of the swiping is not super there. It doesn't bother me that much because it's a watch. So if it was my phone, there's no way I could handle that. But yeah, so super comfortable on the wrist, really nice bright screen outside. The screen looks insane. It looks really, really good. One of the things that annoys me, and we just kind of showed that here, is on the Apple Watch, if you want to switch your face, you just press down and just swipe to the next and touch it and you're done. On the Fitbit, you have to change it on the app, and then from there you can go and you have to resync the watch after you've changed it, etc. So it's fine. It's not a huge deal. I do sort of like to change my watch faces a lot depending on what's going on or what kind of information I want to see on them. So I'll kind of show you an example of how long that might take for you. And I'll do this real time, and then I'll show you the workout, and then that should be about it. So let me go into Fitbit app. I'm trying not to show too much info on the workout stuff yet. So let me just kind of show you. So you go into here and you go into the sync information. Let me see, probably a little brighter would be helpful. Nope, too much. Okay, so what you would do is you would go into these clock faces here. So I currently have that one. So I'm going to pick a new one. I'm just going to do this one. It doesn't matter. Select. And then you can see that little loading bar starts. So right now the Fitbit it does not have that face. And this is actually going quite a bit faster than usual, so that's nice. I don't know if it over time kind of stores those faces because you can sort of customize them the way you want. So that's loading right now. So now you get this logo on the Fitbit that sort of is an indication like, okay, it's changing something or it's loading something up. So this whole time we're just trying to change the face. So that disappears, still not there. It's asking, I think, if I want to cancel because I pressed the side button. Or that it didn't work at all. Okay, there it goes. So you see that took a little bit of time, a little bit more, way more than this would take, which that might not be a big deal to you. You might not care at all. Let's get into these workouts now so I can show you a little bit of difference that I noticed with tracking things, because that's what people are usually buying this for. So I went on a little bit of a walk/jog the other day with both of these on just to see the differences that I would notice. And here's kind of what I came up with and things I wanted to point out. So let me show you first on the Apple Watch on the fitness app. So I don't know how well you can see that, but we'll take a look. So the goal was under an open run, which I did with the Fitbit. Total calories burned was 442, but active calories was 378. Still not super clear on what that means with Apple. Distance was 2.33 miles. 31 minutes it took me to do that. Average heart rate, 157. And then it has the pace there, 13 minute and 20-second mile averages. So then it also has the splits. So you see the 1258, 1211, and 1755. So we go over to the Fitbit and we see the mileage is about the same. So 2.33 was on the Apple Watch. Negligible, doesn't matter. It's not that big a deal. Same amount of time. This is where it got a little bit different. It's telling me my average heart rate for the burn was 131, whereas the Apple Watch says 157. Now, for an average on a run or exercise that long, that does make a difference. And calories are a direct result usually of how fast your heart rate is going and how much activity you're getting while you're doing any kind of workout. So if we look, this says 340 calories burned, and I have all the same stats in both of these. And on here, we have 378 and 442. So even if we take the 378 and not the 442, which I feel like Fitbit is probably calculating total calories, we still have a discrepancy of almost 40 calories. If we do take that into consideration and say that it's total, it's over 100. So the only reason I'm defending Apple Watch over the Fitbit is I noticed during certain times, well, there's two reasons. One, there was a report that came out a while back that pitted activity trackers against each other for heart rate monitors. Fitbit's a big player in this industry, the biggest, probably for activity trackers. If you count Apple Watch now, the Apple Watch is everywhere. So they are probably right up there with Fitbit. And they said that Apple Watch is by far the most accurate heart rate sensor. And I wanted to test that and kind of see. So not just through the app, but there would be times where I just did like a workout, like a couch to 5K. So it tells you to run and stop in different intervals. Towards the end of the run, when I was like at my peak heart rate, it was a stop time, and I looked down at the Fitbit and it was at 105 beats per minute. The Apple Watch was at that peak that I was at, like 160 or 155, something like that. I'm not in great shape, so my heart rate is not the best. But I knew it was up around there just from feeling alone and knowing there's no way it was 105. So just take that into consideration. I was doing just normal wearing it around and kind of seeing the differences. And we might be able to check through here. I don't know if it actually, oh yeah, you have to tap. So let's see if that catches up. But just keep that in mind if it is important to you to have an accurate heart rate sensor. I don't know if this will do, just because it's my fingertip. So we have 95 on the Fitbit, and the Apple Watch is currently measuring, so I have it on part of my skin here, 88. So right now the Fitbit's actually tracking higher, which is strange. So it could just be inaccurate overall. Again, don't just take my word for it just because I'm saying that. I just wanted to give you guys my 2 cents on what it is. So yeah, but for the basics, I mean, this is a great smartwatch. I don't know if I'd still call it that. I know the screen is beautiful, feels really good to wear, has a lot of features built in, has the Fitbit client app that has a ton of stuff that you can even pay like extra fees for. I think I might be thinking of MyFitnessPal. I don't know if Fitbit does, but there's a lot of workout stuff in there. It's supported by a lot of different other apps like MyFitnessPal where you can add your steps and things to it. Just I would say for the cost, for me personally, it's not worth what you're paying. I would go with if you do want to stay with Fitbit or go with Fitbit, I would go with a Fitbit Charge HR2 probably. They were as low as $99 on Black Friday. So, excuse me. So for a third the cost, I mean, it's just probably a better buy for me. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. This will probably be the last video I have with this Fitbit. Not a big fan of that accuracy part if you are wearing it to track. If you're wearing it for just everyday wear, I actually would. Not at this price, I wouldn't pay. But my Apple Watch obviously just offers a lot more because it's with an iPhone. You know, there's more that can be done because both products are Apple related. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below and I will try to answer them back if it's something that you're concerned about or wondering about. But yeah, that's pretty much it and kind of all I wanted to go over. So thanks for watching today, guys, and I will catch you next time. Thanks.